We need to show how much activity he has. But
here's his passport. Do you
I understand.
My ID?
Okay, no, I don't need yours. This I need to show. Does he use his checking? Is that checking account or just savings? He does have his checking, correct?
Here's his checking
I know,
account.
but does he show activity? Does he use it? We need to show activity, not just a balance.
Well, yeah. Here's his purchase on Amazon.
Oh, just one. Okay.
I mean, that is some activity.
He's not employed, so.
Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Your first name is?
Max. Maxwell.
Okay, need to go down to the photo waiting area at the other end of the room, get a picture done first.
All right.
After the picture's done.
Sir, what if he was homeless and he didn't have a bank account?
I haven't dealt with that yet. So.
Well, this is a legitimate question.
I know it is, but I'm not one to answer that. They are over there because they're the full-time employees. So they would have to answer that question.
Yeah.
Gonna have you get all these questions here, and
okay.
then get a sign-in date at the bottom there.
Okay.
And then do you have your social security card?
I don't.
Do you have your proof of Wisconsin residency with
Yep.
you?
Yeah.
If someone were to just say they needed a state ID card, would they know it was free if it was for voting?
Unless they tell us it's for voting, we charge them. So, it's
Well, why is that? Because with the new law, the voter ID bill,
It's kind of discouraging.
it's supposed to be free. So why wouldn't you tell them that right from the start? A voter ID card is free.
Or
I mean, why do you?
They're the same card, so unless you come in and specifically request it, we charge you for it. Like, if you're, let's say you're 20 and you're going on a trip, you may not vote, so we're still going to charge you for that card.
Well, would you ask them? Would you say, is this for voting or for?
If they check the box, so it's one of them where. They shouldn't even really be doing any of it, but it's just one of them where, they wanted to make this law and now it's going to affect a lot of people. So if it's for voting, we do it for free, but if not, we don't know that they're going to use it for voting.
Why don't you have that as a? I mean, I would like to ask your supervisor. Why don't you ask people? Is this for voting? Is this ID for voting, or is it for something else?
They put it on here, and that satisfies the state statute. So, you know, I can't really answer that question.
I would like to ask your supervisor that question. Thank you. Question about the, well, where did the sheet go? The application for a voter ID card?
Yeah.
If someone comes in and they get an ID card, why is it that they're not just asked right off the bat, is this a voter ID card or a regular ID card? Because some people might be charged $28 when they don't need to be charged.
They need to ask for it. It's something that is available, but they should ask for it.
But why not ask them, is this a voter ID card or a regular ID card?
Because
I mean, have you been given instructions?
Yeah, the instruction is that if somebody comes in and says, I need an ID card to go and vote, that it's free. If it is a original issuance or a renewal. But if somebody comes in and they've lost their ID, it's not within its renewal period and they need a replacement, we have to charge for it. So a replacement, a duplicate.
Right, but couldn't you ask them, is this a renewal or a replacement, or is this for voter ID?
Our direction is to let them ask.
And so who gave you that direction?
Well, it's from the powers that be.
Yeah, no, who would that be?
That would be, well, you can, the next step in my chain of command would be Tracy Howard.
Tracy Howard, okay.
And she is our regional operations manager.
Okay.
And she's at 608-246-7540.
Okay, I'll give her a call. And also, why does it take 2 weeks for the ID card? Why isn't
First issuance are sent out through the mail on every product, whether it's a free ID or whether it's a whatever it is. It still has to meet the same requirements as any product issuance. All first products for persons over 18 come out through the mail, whether it's an ID, driver license, permit, whatever it is. Goes out through the mail, and that is a method by which we can verify residency in Wisconsin.
Well, what if someone's homeless?
They still have to provide us with an address, even if it's the shelter.
Well, how do they show you if they don't have a bank account? How do they? I was asked for a bank statement.
If they're homeless, is a very unique situation. A homeless person is not going to have any of that stuff. But if they have a letter from the shelter where they're staying saying that they are residents in good standing at the shelter, we can accept that as an exception for proof